Well, good day. How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the most elusive podcast on the entire internet platform, Life with Johnny No Cash. That's right. You never know when I'm going to pop up. You had no idea this was coming, did you? That's because I don't really go online much anymore. And it's been great. But that being said, I'm Johnny No Cash. It is good to touch base with y'all again, have a smoke, have a beer with you. I figured this is the best way to celebrate destroying a fucking flu, man. I was fucking feeling like shit I still feel like shit. Let's be honest. But I don't feel shitty enough not to have a beer and a smoke at 11 a.m. So, it is good to be back. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope the winter's been treating you okay. And the holiday season isn't fucking crushing you financially, mentally, physically. It's the most wonderful time of year. Fuck. That being said, grab yourself a beer. Get yourself some eggnog. Get yourself some fucking holly and make out with yourself. Is it holly? No, it's tinsel. Fucking, I don't know. I'm not much of a holiday guy. All right, so I'm not really well versed. What is it? Mistletoe. Oh, this is going to be fun. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny No Cash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny No Cash. Where I go, how the fuck I'll know. I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans. So clearly I'm pretty fucking rusty at this. Or should I say dusty? Fuck. I apologize for everybody listening right now. And this is exactly how the entire episode is going to go. That being said, I don't even have a fucking topic for this episode. I was in a good mood. You know, it's been a while since I've done anything online or posted anything. So I figured rather than doing a fucking selfie or like putting the fucking phone up on a tripod and looking off into the distance as if my friend took it, you know, I figured, why not just get the cameras rolling, the microphone fucking micing, you know, crack a fucking beer, light up a dart, and hang out for a bit. Yeah, it's been a little wild, you know, and that's the other thing. Okay, answer me this. This is another thing. Like, a lot of shit has been going on with me. And a lot of the times I'm wondering if it's even worth fucking talking about. Like, I'm not sure where the attention really stands with this content. So, you know, at times I've been like, well, maybe I should do a podcast about that because that was pretty fucking interesting or cool. But then I'm like, does it really fucking matter? Like, you know? So anyway, let me know. Like, you want life hack kind of episodes that will probably cause you more grief than if you just did it the right way? Or do you want, you know, fucking complete absolute gibberish for 20, 30 minutes? You be the judge because, man, it is cuffing season, as they say. So I'm looking to spend some more time with you guys. And it really depends on what the fuck we want to talk about. But that being said, you know what? I do have a topic. All right, let's get it over with. Let's get it over with right fucking now. So I was not expecting to do this episode like this, but here we go. This is a curveball, even for me. But this is my run-in with The Amazing Race. Yeah, it's the reality show. I don't know if everyone's heard of it. It's a pretty popular show. And they've got like The Amazing Race, which is in the United States, and The Amazing Race Canada, Australia. Like, it's fucking worldwide. Any fucking way. I wasn't allowed to talk about this for basically 9 months. Until now, you get the exclusive inside look of what the amazing race is really about. That's total false advertisement. But, so what happened was, this was back in like February. No, but early, was it? Maybe it was around this time of year. I don't know. Either way, it was about a year ago. And my buddy Andy, who you guys know all about, you know, if you've been watching or listening to the podcast, you've definitely heard of him. His wife is a huge fucking reality show watcher. I don't watch anything. I watch YouTube and that's about it. I don't have any streaming platforms other than Tubi, which I'll do a whole other episode on Tubi. Big fuck you to Netflix and Amazon and all. Like, Tubi's where it's at. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. She's a huge reality show lover. And she said, like, we should audition. We're thinking nothing of it. Like, you know, I'm an old fucking man. He's a family man. Like, can we really, like, we'd have to, like, it really wasn't something that had ever crossed our fucking minds, but she said, you know, you should really do it, you know, your characters. So, we got up the courage, man. We fucking figured it. I brought the phone over, my little, Boya microphone, and, we shot an audition. And I gotta admit, it's fucking good. It's like top tier. And I'm not being fucking, like, I'm not boasting about this. I showed this. I'll show you guys at the end of the video. How's that? I'll show you guys at the end of the video. And I show you right now, but a lot of people listen to this outside of YouTube. So I'll do the full episode. And if you're interested in watching it, I will upload it. Well, I'll attach it to the end of this, and maybe I'll even upload it as a separate video. But it's fucking good. It's really good. We covered everything that they fucking wanted. And we weren't even really giving a fuck. That's the thing. Like, we're swearing and drinking in the audition. Like, we're not trying to be, you know, fucking some middle class or upper middle class fucking dork, you know, just being like, hey guys, I want to be on the amazing. No, we really didn't care. Any fucking way. We sent it in, and like within the week, it was a 2-month wait to hear if you were to get a call back or like some kind of feedback regarding your audition. Within a week, we got a letter from the executives saying, we love this audition. We want to go to the next steps. And we're thinking, okay, like, this is kind of fucked. Because, like, thousands of people audition for this shit, and they whittle it down. It's just like anything else. But, so, the next, we said, sure, yeah, like, we're interested in going the next step up, or whatever the fuck it is. And they send us this huge confirmation sheet. Like, this is, I'm telling you, fucking, like, confidentiality. You can't talk about shit. You can't post about this on social media. You can't do any, like, that's why you guys haven't heard about this until now. I believe it was until this season that just finished is when we were allowed and not to be charged talk about like the audition process and all that shit and what you kind of go through. So we end up signing all, and they're asking for sizes. They're like fucking clothing sizes, allergies, you know, are we big time smokers and shit and all that shit. And we're being honest. We're telling them, yeah, you know, and like what we think we could bring to the table, like what's different about us compared to other competitors. And we don't know, man. We don't fucking watch the show. I don't even know, like you're running around looking for flags or something. Like doing a challenge. I mean, trust me, we had to do a little bit of research, but I couldn't fucking do it. Like, the host is just fucking punishing. Here's your next clue. If you know, you know. Like, I couldn't watch it just because the host. But anyway, I got an idea of what the fucking show is about. Anyway, they get back to us again, saying they want to meet us at this fucking top secret spot. And then it was a hotel. Real seedy. I know. This would be like, this sounds like some kind of like X-rated intro to something much worse than potentially racing around looking for flags. Anyway, we get to this hotel lobby and we're fucking nervous, like super nervous. And I'll tell you, man, like I was really quiet and Andy was like, what the fuck, man? Like I was not expecting you to be so quiet. And Andy's a quiet guy. Like he's an extrovert, but he's more of an introvert than I am. So I think Andy was kind of hoping that I'd be on my game, and I was not bringing shit, especially when we were having lunch and beers before the interview. I wasn't like bringing this kind of energy. But we're sitting in the lobby, and I can tell there's all these other fucking douchebags sitting around the lobby too. So they're all there for this fucking next step. Right? Oh, and by the fucking way, I have to talk about this. When we first got when we were accepted from the audition tape, Andy got a phone call from one of the casting executives or whoever saying, we are in. You are in The Amazing Race Canada. You just can't post about this on social media or you can't let anybody know other than, of course, once you do get accepted, like your employers, your family, things like that. But you can't talk about this. He said that to him. So we're thinking, we're fucking in. We just got to blow away this one-on-one interview. So sure as shit. And man, like they had, like in the lobby, it was so funny. It was like, so many, like the most cliche fucking people. There's the two smoke show babe blondes, that were just sitting there, puffed up tits and like all dressed in white. And then there was like the dad and the daughter that were like, and then they had the two gay guys and then the two indigenous people and then the two black gay guys or two black lesbians. It was just like fucking, and there we are, the two bums. I mean, talk about diversity. And we were bums. Like we reeked of cigarettes and fucking booze. So, I mean, we all fit in our own unique way. But so we get up there. Finally, they call us. And that was the thing. They had fucking times that they were supposed to see us. Yeah, right. Fucking an hour and a half before, and it was supposed to be a 20-minute interview. But we get up there, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but the moment that the door opened, and we hadn't met these people, it wasn't the host, thank God. I would just be laughing the whole time. Your next clue. Anyway, we get in there, and fucking, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I just turned it up. And we had these people in stitches, just laughing their asses off, talking about our backgrounds, what we would bring to the table, the challenge, why we would be interesting to watch, why would people want to cheer for us. And I'm telling you, man, and this isn't being extremely biased. This is just being like, I've seen a few episodes of this show to figure out, what the ins and outs of it was and were. But we would have brought something incredible to this. And I'll get to why we didn't get in. We would have brought something like the show is just too fucking glossy. It's just complete bullshit with the people that they choose, it seems. It just seems like whatever society's kind of like supporting, that's what they're going for. So we just kill this fucking audition, just or this interview. And they had like the flag cards there and everything. We're just thinking, this is crazy, man. Like we're going to fucking we have to live in a hotel for a month. Even if we're eliminated right away, you don't talk to your family. You live in a hotel the entire duration of the show. You don't say shit. And we had to come to the realization that this was going to be our lives. Like I'd have to figure out, I think at this time I had the White Lightning, the van. I had to figure out, parking. I even asked them, like, are we getting paid for this? Like I'm broke. There was like some kind of like daily honorarium that they gave you, but there was no real like payment. They weren't saying like you for a month you get 10 grand, which is bullshit. This is a multi-million-dollar show. You should give each contestant 10 grand at the very least to take a month off and away from their family. Like, that's fucked. It's pretty fucked that you're like helping them. Sure, you could win a ton of money, but at the same time, man, you should get some kind of cash guaranteed. Fucking honorarium. So we fucking leave there and we're just on cloud nine. Just cloud nine. We killed it. We're on the show. And we were even saying to ourselves, we're on the fucking show. And we got another email saying, the producers fucking loved you. We'll let you know whenever the time comes. They told us a list of things that we needed to get, and Andy and I were buying this shit. We were buying like pants and proper clothes and getting ready for this fucking shit. Anyway, what I didn't know, and I think this is my fault, was they were stalking our... with all due respect, they had to. They want to know who's going to be on their TV show, right? They were stalking our Instagrams. And, sometimes my content can be a little, R-rated, considering this is a PG primetime reality show. And it was the moment when I found that dildo box in the gym bathroom. And I posted about it. Like a couple days later, we get an email saying like, thanks, but we're going to go with another team. And we were fucking devastated, man. And like at first we were like, what the fuck? And then like we kind of pieced it together. It must have been that dildo thing. There was a lot of F-bombs being dropped. And yeah, and I'm probably not the greatest, Andy is. He's a great example of, like a great fucking human being all the way around. But and great like someone to look up to. I don't know if like I should be on primetime TV. It could be entertaining, but I don't think it's like the greatest, person to show a younger audience. So I get it. But fuck, man, we were devastated. We were really upset that we didn't get in it. We had prepared to be away for a month, and we started going to the gym, and we started getting in shape and mentally, like, trying, like, looking at some of the challenges and just thinking about heights and diving and things that we were terrified of because that's what the show is. But anyway, on that note, because I'll talk for a few more minutes, they must have liked me enough because about 3 months later, I got an email from, I think it was CBC or CTV or some shit, saying, would you be interested in being on Farming for Love? I know 99% of my listeners don't know what that show is. I don't know what it is either. But what it is it's a bunch of farmers looking for love. It's a reality show. Fuck, they're scraping the bottom of the fucking barrel. Farming for Love? Like fishing for love would make more sense, as lame as that is, but farming for love? Oh, fuck. Plant your seed. Fuck. But anyway, they were like, would you want to be on the show? And they showed me this chick that maybe I could date. And I was like, Like, to be honest, I was not attracted to her. And this sounds extremely awful, but this is as candid as I get. I was not into her. I mean, she seemed okay. Like, yeah. But like, and I agreed. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Actually, I don't know if I can talk about this. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Yeah, I haven't said anything. But anyway, that's my fucking hangout with, or my encounter with good old Amazing Race Canada. They have emailed both of us again asking to audition once again. But you know what? It was kind of in the moment. We were ready for it. Now it's just like, yeah, fuck you. You know what? You wasted a ton of our time. We took days off work to do this shit, to go down for the interview. You know how long it took me to cut the fucking video? It was originally, you had to have it 3 minutes or less. I have it literally 3 minutes to the second. I put a lot of fucking work into it. And that being said, I'm going to put it on the end of this video, and yeah, you're going to be surprised because you're going to hear my real name. I couldn't, of course, you know, if they're going to pay me $250 fucking $1,000, I'd need it in my real name. So, yeah, you're going to hear my real name. And anyway, it's been fun chatting. It's been fun having a couple beers. Some fucking, I had nothing to eat. I got some mini wheats, actually. Oh, fuck, man. You know, I feel anytime I eat mini wheats, I feel like life's good. You know, it's not like a shitty Cheerio. Mini wheats is kind of like that next level cereal. Fuck, they're good. And you got to let them soak. Anyway, clearly, it's been a while since I've done this, so I'm kind of going off on my own ADH ways. But that being said, it's been good hanging out. Welcome back. And I will invade your eyes and ears at another time. Who knows when? Let me know what you think of the podcast. Let me know if you want shorter, kind of more daily episodes, or if you want bigger things, kind of like this, like the Amazing Race, something that took quite some time to go over, or if you want just some updates, because I have been doing some interesting new things in my life that's actually changed a lot, so I can talk about that too. But until next time, you ought to stay dusty or stay fucking rusty. We'll see you real soon. All the best. Cheers, y'all. I'm living in a van playing outlaw tunes. Life with Johnny No Cash. Smoking them smokes and drinking that booze. Life with Johnny No Cash. Where I go, how the fuck I'll know. I'm off the grid on dusty roads. There ain't no better way of eating beans. Rolling. You got some shit on your face. Other side.
Ashes?
Yeah, other side.
The other side! Ah! I felt like it was everywhere.
Now it's all over
it's everywhere!
What's going on? I'm Luke Gallo.
I'm Andrew Levere. And here we are chilling in the backyard in Vancouver.
We're going to audition for the Amazing Race Canada.
Yeah!
And we're going to kick ass. I'll tell you why. First of all, we're both extremely competitive. I've been living off the grid for about 2 years, in the woods, on logging roads, in the mountains, boiling water, chopping wood, and I think my longevity will definitely be a lot better than a lot of people in this game.
For me, I've been working in film for quite a while. I'm doing a lot of TV shows, a few movies here and there, and I'm more of like a builder-maker kind of guy. I'm a wannabe musician / actor. I've been doing music and acting, performing for almost 20 years now. I have a wife. She's beautiful. Her name is Frances Levere, and I have a daughter named Lex Levere. Together a long time. She always has my back, and great woman. So back in the day, we came from this very small village. It's Mountain, Ontario. Yep. Everybody's country folk. 100%, yes. We grew up, I don't know how we got into punk rock and metal. It was like a random CD, or more like a tape, I guess. Yeah. Someone brought a tape from somewhere, and that just blew our minds. Well, look at that. We were good-looking young lads. Yeah, what happened, eh? Right? And the other reason why I think we should be partners, and if you were to go off on your own, you'd probably get stuck or lost without me. The other day, I decided to go up into the mountains with my van in this weather, and I got stuck. The next thing I know, this guy shows up out of nowhere with his Jeep and literally saved the damn day. Thank you, dude. We can do this. We can do anything. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing I think I bring to the challenge, this guy loses his phone every single time I see him. So I'm going to be holding on to all the gear.
Here we go.
I'm going to be holding on to all the stuff. You lost your wallet this morning?
No, I didn't. I was exactly where I left it. Every time. Just got to remember where you left it, though. That's the problem. For me, he can organize all he wants, but he's still going to get lost where he's going. So it's going to be up to me guiding the maps and showing him exactly how things should be done. Because that's one of the things I can do. I'm a great leader. Recently, having Luke around right now has been really helpful the last few years. I've lost my brother, Tom Levere, and also my other brother, Bill Levere. And then shortly after that, my dad passed away. So when Luke showed up, it was actually a great, perfect timing. I needed a good friend, and really helped me out having him here.
Like, we are like brothers. We're family.
Yeah, totally like family. Who's that? Good girl. Get him.
We're not just going to win it. We're going to decimate the Amazing Race Canada. We're going to make history.
Everyone's going to get a roadblock. You get a roadblock, everyone gets a roadblock.
On the house. See you at the finish line, folks. Cheers.